Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We got an hour until the competition ends. Let's see. Here I am. 163 per hour. That's how much boom canes I'm doing. Almost 164. Which is great. It got me top 25, which was the goal. The goal for the production rate was like 165, but it's like close enough. I don't know what happened. Like one of my boom canes disappeared or something. I don't really know, but I'll take it. Look at this. Top 25. LV Postman is about to catch up to me or pass me. I don't know if he will. He said he was going to. He's really close though. Math is open, or the captain is hoping he stays in top 25, but I'm sure he will. 1,035,000. Actually, that's 1,035,000,000. Yeah, well, I'm sure we're fine right here. Yeah, no problem here. Ace, hello. Nice to see you here. So there's going to be a town hall this time. And it starts in a couple minutes, so I am going to listen into that. I know there were some leaks that were shared yesterday during Ahead of the Game. I actually didn't even listen to Ahead of the Game yesterday. But we know for sure this next competition is going to be anything goes. There's going to be some changes to some of the cash values. So like most of the stuff that was cash negative to build is now going to be cash positive as far as I can tell. As far as what's the most competitive option, it's probably going to be either stack boxes or salmon nigiri. People are saying salmon nigiri is still going to be competitive, but not sushi boats, not anymore. I think fancy cakes are still a good option, but like it does look like stack boxes or salmon nigiri will be more competitive. Oh, yeah, that's nothing. We'll see how that goes though. Farmers Commander, good morning. Pukari, hello. Annette Trader, hello. Nice to see you here. I didn't make any changes to this design as far as I remember. No, I didn't make any changes at all. Yeah. For the next competition, not exactly sure what I'm gonna do just yet, but I think I'm gonna personally try to practice for fancy cakes and try to see how many fancy cakes I can do. And I'm either gonna do fancy cakes or I might actually do snow globes. Because apparently with the NFTs I have, like you guys saw how well I did in the snow globe competition. Snow globes might actually be competitive if you have a bunch of NFTs, obviously. Like for free to play or low NFT players, it's not a good idea. But you know, when you have the corrupted limestone, chromium, and silica sand, you can easily make molten glass. And that's one of the things you need for snow globes, right? So that's why it's you can do a good amount of snow globes and it'll give you a lot of points. Yoan, hello, nice build up. Thank you so much. Rich V, nice to see you here. All ice block build is also an option. Yes, some people also set that. I don't know what the production rate is on an all ice build. I know it's been done before, but do you know, Rich, do you know what the production rate is? I've only ever seen like 1 or 2 people do it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and look for this town hall and we'll see if there's any new information here. Okay. Has it started? Oh, it's about to. Okay. They're already live, apparently. All right. Okay. Make that. There we go. Oh. Okay. Okay, it should be ready as soon as I start. All right. Farmer's Commander, Salmon Nigiri, then Sushi Boat, Decorated Cake are the top 3. You think Decorated Cake is better than Fancy Cakes? They're very similar, I guess. Without any NFTs, they are actually very similar. For me personally, I rather do Fancy Cakes because you need a little bit less sugar. And like if you have the Valentine's sand, you can do the passive strawberries. If you have the chocolate fountains or corrupted cocoa sand, then it helps you do the chocolate bars. Gafik, hello. C Money, hello. Happy first Friday of the year, folks. That's right, huh? Yeah, it is
Good
a first
morning.
Friday.
Good
Great.
morning.
Looks like it's
How's
started.
it going, Farmer Michelle? Wild
Pardon,
Moopsie?
hello.
Good.
Going
Very
good. Hope you all had a good vacation.
Oh man, it's relaxing.
Hope it's
You
not
eat
too
any
loud.
cookies?
Too many
No,
cookies.
I don't think I had any cookies now that I think about it. And I love cookies. I did have a lot of ice cream though.
These are gingerbread houses.
Nice.
Legendary Lolly and Pop Shop.
Nice. Ice cream in the winter.
Spooky Carnival.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with ice cream in the winter.
That's right. Well, this is our town hall. Everybody, thanks for joining. We've been doing this for about a year and a half or so. And we got it on YouTube. And if you're on Discord, there is a link. You can listen to it there. And today it's me, Volcron, Farmer Michelle, Wild Moopsie.
Storage NFTs.
And let's get oriented here with some of the people
Oh, they
who
got
are
Wild
in
Moopsie
Discord.
here.
If you're listening, remember that if you haven't done it yet, if you're on YouTube, make sure to click like on it and also subscribe. If you see the little bell, click that too to get notifications. And while we're going over this and the updates and all that, if you guys want to provide us any live questions, you're welcome to do that. We'll address those as we wrap up
Lolly
all
and
the
Bob.
updates and everything
Planet
at the
Bob,
end
good
of
morning.
the presentation. So, good morning. Let's see. What do we got? We got some dubstep folks. We got the captain.
Did he just say
Mugiwara.
dubstep?
Vulture.
I guess he meant the dub
Dubstep
game.
erotic
Easy
horse.
lumberjack.
Oh, I see Tydra
Hold on.
wanting to buy some NFTs. Nice.
What's
Gios.
that?
Uh-oh. Issue with the store. Sounds like Farm Michelle's helping you out.
Yep, we'll get it figured out.
Martin and Edie Lugs. So fun to see people coming back every week. Oh, and NFT drops. Nice. Hey, Lazy Lumberjack.
Martin, oh crap.
All right, let's jump
Well.
right into some headlines.
Yeah.
I think the first headline I have here just is that the light paper is still in legal review. I know that it's been quite some time now, but once we get through that, we'll have it available for everybody. Once it gets all of the changes and everything gets approved and all of that. Hopefully soon. I'll try to get some type of a timeline or something so that we can let everybody know when that'll be out. But hopefully soon. I don't know if you all have done anything with legal review, but yeah, that stuff tends to take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about rewards,
Stubbies.
Michelle?
Looks like Boomcane should be out relatively soon. I would think either later today or Monday. We've also got some Zeely rewards
competition
from the month of December. Those are
Not
the
even
rare
done.
arcane earrings, and those should be out. I would imagine whenever the Boomcane rewards go out, it's all set up and ready to distribute. So everybody who got those Zeely rewards should be coming out soon. It looks like there's also new Zeely quests. We don't have Ninja Surprise here today, but I will share his link in the chat.
Oh, it's good to know, farmers, on
For
those
new
raids.
Zeely quests. Something about riddles.
Fun.
Apparently there's riddles to solve. Everybody loves riddles.
Oh, riddle.
Ooh, I like a riddle.
I do like riddles also. I might check them out just to see what they are. The only other
there any-
social media reminder I've got here is our
Let me
marketing
check
video.
Zeely.
Marketing video is up on the Twitter page, and to show it some love.
Do you have any warnings for anybody out there? Anything to be careful of, or
Yeah.
Oh yeah, always be careful for the scammers out there. That's as the market starts to turn around and more people start to get involved in Web3 again, and the holidays are over now, there will likely be more scammers out there trying to steal your assets. So just make sure if someone's sending you a DM that you know exactly who it is. No one from Gala Games will ever send you a
Exactly.
direct message. So if they're pretending to be customer support or a community manager and they've sent you a direct message first, they're just a scammer. So don't give them any information. No one from our team will ever ask you for your seed phrase or your password or anything like that.
Mhm.
So just be careful out there. Make sure if you're downloading like browser extensions for MetaMask that you're doing the right one and not a scam one, because those are out there also. Don't do things like
Ooh.
Google search for Gala Games and click on the first ad link, because it's probably also a scam. Make sure that you know exactly what website you're going to before you try to log in.
Oh man, I
Better
have
have it
a real.
bookmarked.
I'll keep it real quick. I have an amazing scam I read about. Amazing in a terrible way. This poor guy was interviewing at a company, and they wanted him to. It was for some Web3 or blockchain tech, and the interviewers are like, "Oh, well, we want you to write some sample code. Screen share, normal stuff." He's like, "Okay." He's doing it on his main machine. And like, yeah, just use this package JSON, and we're gonna install these
Oh
modules.
no.
Yeah, yeah, and we're gonna write basically a simple hello world or a linked list or whatever. So he goes through the interview, and everything's fine. A couple hours later, all his stuff is gone. They had put basically what some people would call a Trojan, basically an npm package, on his machine that read all of his private keys and everything, and that was that. So, yeah, nobody's immune, right? There's so many vectors. Thanks for that warning, Michelle.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's a crazy story.
Yep.
Let's see. What we got? Game updates.
I think we're moving on to game updates. Let's do it.
Game updates. Game update. Well, despite it being, let's see, we didn't do the one right before the break. And despite it being over the holiday break, we've made quite a bit of progress. Anybody who listens week to week knows that we're working on these really long-term big things. We're doing
credit card.
guilds, nodes. A lot of our back end we're redoing, making it scalable for lots of good reasons. So for the next probably 5 to 6, maybe more, of these town halls, you're not going to hear like, oh, and we added this feature and that feature and this feature like you heard
Well,
all
it's
last
kind of
year.
repetitive, yeah. They
We
put
loved
it on Discord
to release that
anyways.
kind of iterative content, but now we're in a big block stage. So what we're doing now, of course, there's anti-cheating. There's ongoing work for that. That does come in every week. All of our, we call it an arms race against cheaters, happens every week. We always hear from you guys. Feel free to send me, Wild Moopsie, Farmer Michelle, Musashi, anybody. If you know of cheats that are actually happening and you have some evidence, feel free to send us messages and we respond to those. We might not tell you what we're doing to catch it or to stop it, but we do read all that. So some more stuff going live for that. And then server scaling. We're doing some interesting work there with regard to load testing. And we want to make our servers, of course, as huge and efficient as possible. And we want our internal teams to be able to spin up as many clients as possible. So we're always looking ways to reduce the RAM usage and CPU and all that. If you pay attention on your machines that you run our game on, you might notice that it doesn't really use a lot of CPU. So yeah, it might be something for you, interesting for you to look at if you're into that sort of thing. Doing some networking improvements as always. Godot, if anybody listening is a Godot dev, you know that it dropped better in 4. Their networking, they fixed some bugs, but we're on 3.5.1 because 4 doesn't support the HTML5 stuff that we need yet. in case you ever wonder. I mention that every now and then, but they're working on that too. And so we
so
are making
eventually
networking
they'll
improvements to
upgrade
the
the
Godot
code.
engine, and that's going really well. So far, latest round of testing has turned up no bugs at all. And as a listener, you might wonder, like, why do I care about networking? Well, the messages from your machine or your mobile phone back to the server and vice versa, we want it to be as zero error as possible, as fast as possible, as small as possible. And it's important. So good user experience. So nice to see that coming along. And then for our backend work, always the invisible structure that holds us. These guys, they don't get the shiny particle effects and all that we could show, but their work is so important. They're doing more work on the guilds, the guild feature, things like kicking guild members. So like if you're a guild officer or an owner, then you can kick people out, those sort of things, getting guild
People out of the
details,
guild. Do
API
we know the
calls for
guild
that,
sizes?
and accepting guild invites. So those are some of our backend
Do
things
we
we're working on.
know the guild sizes yet?
Let's see.
Let me see if I can ask them.
Vulture, I'll stick that in the live Q&A at the bottom. So fixes. So this week, all the fixes have been data related. It's pretty good because normally in any piece of software,
Rachel,
you want to
good
be in there.
morning.
You're like, oh, we had a bug in this routine or that routine, whatever. And almost all the fixes that have gone out have been related to data. We haven't had any major code fixes. That's not to say there aren't any bugs. But the ones that were urgent enough to require changes, those are not, there's not any P0s for the code base. So it is nice to have.
Speaking
Stick
of
a
the
question here,
fees, are they
Vulture,
better
for the
now?
bottom. And
The bridge fees?
here, this one might be from Mr. Moopsy once we get down there.
Sure.
And yeah, so that's it for the features and fixes.
Oh no, the bridge
And
fees still
what's coming up
suck.
next?
Never
Just
mind.
continued work on that stuff, right? Doing
Like
the guilds.
$40.
Working after that, we're going to be working on daily earnings and all that. All these nice big
No
moving
free lunch.
pieces.
Hello.
So that is it for the game updates.
It'll be nice to see it all come together.
Oh,
So
lagging. That was weird. Yeah, they're lower now, Sussy Money. They're
Mhm.
the
Nice to
same
get
for
there.
me.
this is a lot of big work going on. So it's going to be really nice when we get to the end of it.
Oh. $40.
Let's see here. What do we got? We got Q&A.
All right.
I know we had a couple of questions that were submitted by, I think it was Paramin
Yeah, Paramin had
the other
some good
day that I grabbed from
questions.
Discord. So the first one I've got here is how high is a dev priority to make it possible to force all players to fast forward periodically while in
Yes,
competitions?
something people want.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to reword that for the listeners a little bit. It sounds like what's really being asked is, how high of a priority is it to make the leaderboards accurate, more accurate down to the minute, even accounting for people who are offline? Because what we see, like anybody who's reading Discord this morning or any other time, what you see is like people will get their town in a position where it's making money and it's in equilibrium and it's making sales, and they're like, cool, I can log out. All their competitors are like, oh, hey, competition ends in an hour and I'm in whatever place, hooray. And then suddenly everybody logs in, they fast forward, and now you're not as high as you thought you were in the leaderboard. So it's a high priority. The short answer is it is a high priority. It relies on our periodic job system, and that's something we're expanding in this quarter and next. So there's several pieces of tech come along for the ride with that.
So it seems like they're
Things
working
like daily
on that
earnings
feature.
and the
Juicy's,
background
hello.
town fast forwarding that you were talking about for
Betty
offline
Sahat,
players.
hello. Why am I always
So
last in
that'll
the
come
game?
along the ride.
Well, what are you doing?
with,
What are you
offline batch
making on this
processing.
competition?
Hope
Are you
that
making
answers it for you.
boomkins?
Let's see. Next.
Yeah, the next question here. It says, what do you need to put in place in order to provide a public leaderboard API for the competitions?
Oh. Well, I'm gonna do the pedantic thing and say that it is public. All you got to do is log into the game to see it. But I
That's
think what you're really asking is,
no.
how about a web page so I can just
Yes, that's
load
what
it
he's
without
asking.
having to play the game, or an API so my cool tools can read it and display it to
Yeah,
our
like D3
guildmates,
Gaming
whatever.
used to have.
That'll be relatively easy once our matchmaking system and our load balancing goes live. It's a large task. It's tied to what I was just talking about, for the leaderboard work and for offline fast forwarding.
Andrew
So
Conley, hello.
it's a big piece, and it'll come along, at some point this year.
Sweet. The next question I have says, will all players in a guild be able to share their NFTs, or only the guild leader can share his
Eddie,
NFTs?
that's because people are coming
Ooh,
back
well,
online.
I know the answer, but maybe Wild Moopsy would want to get into
So
that.
the
a little.
leaderboard's been getting updated like
Yeah,
in the
so
last couple hours.
I think for the start, we're just gonna have the guild leader be able to share their NFTs, and then as we kind of work more on this feature, then we'll probably introduce more opportunities where other members are able to share their NFTs.
Yeah, it's easier to just have that one person able to do it, right?
Yeah, at the start. Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
What
our
is the
next
next
one.
question we have? It seems you recently decided to release less powerful new NFTs than previously. This looks like a good direction to make the game more sustainable. Can you share the thought process behind designing new NFTs?
Yeah, I can answer this. For sure. Like, I think what's more important is definitely building for more sustainability in the game, and we also kind of want to tell kind of more stories with the different buildings that we're gonna have out. Have a more authentic feel for common ground world as well. But I think in the future, you have to remember, we're working on kind of upgradable NFTs as well. So want to keep those everything kind of in line, keep the balance of the game pretty well as we're moving forward.
It feels like it's gonna take all year to come out with upgradable NFTs, though.
Hopefully that's enough, or can we do a bit more explaining?
No, it makes sense to me. How about the follow-up question of what's the longer-term plan to build out the NFT pool further?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, doing upgradable NFTs is going to be a cool thing that we can have, where we can sell our NFTs, and players can through competitions or other means collect the materials to upgrade their NFTs as well. And overall, we just gonna have kind of a more cool and fun looking NFTs to put in your town, right? We want the town to kind of look more organic and cool looking. Feel like a super cool farm town and things like that.
Nice. Yeah, upgrading is, I don't know, maybe, I don't know why I love it so much, but I love maxing out all my upgrades when I play games.
Me too. I like games with progression systems.
Definitely.
Working towards them.
There's something about leveling up your stuff that just feels so rewarding when you're playing a game.
I think that's it for our pre-questions, right? We got some live Q&A. Oh, first
Yeah, that was
one
a
is
pre-filled ones.
for the Moopsy. Are we gonna have to break out the wizards to make ice for the coffee?
Yeah, that's a good
that's
question.
a pretty good idea. As you guys know, we're having all that kind of coffee coming up soon, and
Coffee
there's just a lot of
meta.
things that we can do with that, and iced coffee is one of them. I'd say.
So
I do love iced
confirmed it.
coffee. You can drink it faster. Hot coffee is too hard to drink fast.
Yeah, you gotta wait, right?
Exactly.
So iced coffee confirmed.
I had to go to the doctor once because my tummy hurt, and it turned out I was drinking really hot coffee too fast, and I burned
no.
the inside of my little tummy.
Oh my goodness. That's rough.
Oh man.
Wow. I
There's one
can't
from
type.
Lazy Lumberjack. I have a question that might be related to a bug. What's up with the frequent offline error messages within Commodore World in the upper left corner? Is it a false alarm?
The disconnects he's talking
Assuming
about.
that you're referring to the world, the little world thing that pops up when your town hasn't been able to save in 60 seconds. That's something we're looking into. That's not expected. That's not. It's not a bug in the code base. It's something to do with the infrastructure. So if Lazy Lumberjack, if you're listening and if that's not what you were talking about, just let me know. Next one
Looks like the next live question.
sorry.
Yep, from Dubstep says, "Do we know the guild sizes yet?" I'm
Yeah, I
assuming
did
you mean
ask
for nodes.
Yes.
I think Wild
Five.
Moosey probably knows that best.
Yeah.
5 or 10 people or what?
We're still kind of, I think, working on that number,
They don't know. Okay.
so I don't have anything
got
to
my
share
answer.
at the moment.
They don't know.
Is it
the
less than
guild size yet.
6,000 per guild to
Yeah,
start with, like
probably.
a level 1
Oh.
guild?
Most likely, I think.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, all right. Yeah, and then Vulture had the same. I think it's the same question, Vulture. You said any update on the disconnects?
Makes me think they're not
Um,
close to finishing it, even though the goal is
Yeah, let me know if
to
that
be
was
done
it.
by the end of quarter
To me,
one or
like
something.
the disconnect, you're going to see like the spinning logo in the middle of the screen, like if there's an actual network disconnect. If the back end, for anybody who's new to the game or hasn't seen that little globe icon pop up, every online game has to smooth the networking to create a seamless experience. That's why, like in shooters, you'll see rubber banding if your network connection's bad or the server's overloaded. We don't want, so our client and server, because the game is server authoritative, we don't want you to experience a bad time if, say, the deeper server that you guys can't see, the persistent server, if it's overloaded or it's having trouble saving or something, because we know that's going to load balance out as spikes get smoothed out. So that should be super rare, though, to see that little globe. So that is
20
what
would
we're
be a
looking
good
into.
number, no free lunch. Yeah, I like that number. But yeah, it better not be just 5 people. That would suck.
We got
Ooh,
another question here. It's from NFT Drops. Says, "Can we get an upgrade option like roads, but for lumberjacks and farmers?" I definitely think that's a cool idea.
That is a cool idea.
That is a really cool idea. I don't know if
Yeah.
Deep Sea is.
No, that'd be pretty interesting, yeah, to have upgrade for the buildings or workers.
Wouldn't that be something though that we would do like through the NFT? Like you would have to have a special lumberjack that's upgradable.
Yeah, that's one.
That's not what he's
something
asking,
that we could do as well.
He's just asking about.
Yeah, I think specifically he's asking about like lumberjack to logger, like the in-game buildings, like going from a dirt road to a paved road.
I see. So you don't have to blow it up and just replace it.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
Let's see if we got any other live questions here in the chat.
You were so close, Martin.
Before earnings are enabled, do you plan to have NFT upgrades or any other way for the game to have extra earnings except NFT sales? Yeah, I mean, once we get upgradable NFTs and all that in there, that'll be a token sync. So that'll all be a part of that. I see Dash is asking about our new PM again, who is not here. We did ask him if he wanted to join this week, but he had something else he had to focus on this week. So hopefully we'll get him in next week. He's a busy guy.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of planning together, working ahead.
We did. For those of you listening who were listening through late mid-November through December, we talked a little bit about and we advertised the position we had for our lead front-end dev. And I'm happy to report that we found an awesome guy. He accepted. He started right before the new year. And he might be in the AMA next week as well, once we get his Discord all set up and everything. So that position has been filled, and we're really happy to have him.
Yeah, that's good.
Dash.
But I was reading what LB Postman said about the trade bot.
Yeah, I don't know his Discord handle off the top of my head. I don't have the entire team's Discord handle memorized. I apologize for that. I'm sure it's in the list somewhere, and it's just not a priority for me to get you his Discord handle.
I love his trolling style though, Dash. You're cracking me up, man, all the time. Oh my gosh.
Did he learn his name yet?
Not everybody on the team needs to be in Discord 24/7. Some
They
people
don't-
are more,
yeah.
doing work outside of
They don't
Discord.
want to share
Discord
his real legal name. That's
you
why.
don't.
But
Everyone
also,
doesn't need to be in there all the time.
Tradebot Portal Wrestling. Man,
Well,
I
are
agree
you,
with Abby Postman on that.
Farmer Michelle, are you up for talking about some of the sales?
Yeah, let's talk about the sales. So we've got between Friday today at 11 a.m. Pacific, so it should be like 2.5 hours from now.
Already?
And Sunday also at 11 a.m. Pacific. Oh no, 11 p.m. Pacific. So it'll be a long one. There's going to be some NFTs that are going to have 30% off. That list of NFTs that are going to be on sale for 30% off are the Mistletoe Arch, the Table of Appreciation, Goldie,
wow.
Sylvester, and Cooper,
Goldie.
the Monumental Snowman, the Gingerbread House, the Pilgrim Turkey Statue, the Chocolate Fountain, the Spooky Wheel of Nightmares, and the Spooky Ghost Tracks. I will
Why?
let me post this list
Yeah,
of them.
why?
Little picture
That's
so
not
that everybody
really
can
a
see
good
what the
thing,
final
guys,
prices will be.
that they're offering discounts so many times.
And again, that will start
Chocolate
today
Fountain as well.
at 11 a.m. Pacific time, so 2.5 hours or so. And we'll run until 11 p.m.
Why?
on Sunday.
It's good and it's bad at the same time.
There they are.
Nice.
It's good because, like, well, you can buy the NFTs cheaper now, but it's bad because it devalues.
So if you were looking for any of those
very
NFTs,
quickly.
this weekend is the time to get them.
Lovely just got half
Ooh.
of them last week. Yikes! Pretty much.
Other than that, there
Yeah.
are no new NFTs going on sale this week.
Gotta
Ooh,
stop.
Spooky Ghost Tracks is on the Wheel of Nightmares. Nice.
I think that's all I have for sales.
Yeah, Marty, it might be a good time to
The
get
competition
Goldie.
starts next week. Is again anything goes. There was a bunch of changes that got posted in the Common Ground announcement channel
Anything
on
to make
Wednesday
more
with the Leaky
NFT
Wednesday
sales.
post. So there's
They need
a
the money
bunch
bad,
of cash
so there's no
changes.
free
Nothing is
lunch.
cash
It
boosted
seems
this
like it.
week, so you'll have to slowly build your ton up with no cash boost, unless you consider all of those changes cash boosts. Those are permanent though; they're
Rachel
not
says,
temporary.
"Wish we could move buildings around."
The biome is desert, so there will be an
I
oil
think that
seep.
could
I saw
be
someone ask
abused,
that earlier
though.
today. Hold on, I've got a cat in front of my screen now, so I can't see. There we go. I listed the edges as well. I don't have an image of the starter town, but you all should be able to see it as soon as the game update goes live. The edges are forest or North River, East Mountain, South Desert, and West Ocean. So you should have everything you need to make whatever you might want to make. Again, it's desert, so there is an oil seep. And nothing is cash or point boosted. We have talked about switching over to, instead of doing anything goes, moving over to doing like a monthly survey or
yeah,
poll,
like a
to
poll.
see what
That would be a better idea.
what meta
honestly.
people would like to do as a
Yeah.
preferred, and doing that instead of anything goes.
Yeah, pretty much. I think most
So
people
that
would
may be
agree
starting
to that.
next month. We'll see.
We want jam meta, says the captain.
That would be
That's
fun.
all I have
know a
for
couple
the
people
event.
that would
There's no
want jam
blueprint or
meta.
anything this week. It's just standard Gala rewards. The starter town is pretty basic. It's a regular wheat
Yeah, I don't think they really
starting
have that
town
much
with just a
else
couple
to
of
talk
windmills
about
added
then.
to it. See, a question from Lazy Lumberjack. Are the item star cash values in the Discord announcements are the most up-to-date ones? Or is the official Google Sheet the most up-to-date? Well, the Google Sheet that gets shared that's in the FAQ channel is the live information. So that's what's currently live in the game. So the ones that are in the announcement aren't live in the game yet. So they're not in the Google Sheet yet because they're not the actual values currently. But once it does go live with the game update today, those will be updated to show in the Google Sheet what the new values are.
I am wondering why discount the
So if we
NFTs.
have any other live questions?
I don't think she'll answer it, but I asked her
Postman really likes
why
stacked
discount the
boxes.
NFTs that were full price to 4 weeks ago.
I think that's what everybody's probably going to be making next week. Although without anything being cash boost,
Other
it's going to
than
be a
they need
struggle
money,
to get to
right?
stack
Like,
boxes in a
they just
reasonable
don't
amount of
wanna-
time.
They can't say that. No free lunch, not 100% what to build with the updates. Like, not 100% sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know Rachel wants jam meta. The couch potatoes like win 50% discount. Tomorrow maybe?
Interesting.
No,
Okay.
just kidding.
Well, thanks, Michelle.
Discount paved roads.
I don't think
We're
we have anything
about
else really
through.
to talk about.
I know a good
Yeah.
couple of people that would want to buy the paved roads if they're discounted.
So, as a reminder,
I would probably
guys,
buy a couple more.
if you're listening and you enjoy these, you get something out of them, find them useful, make sure to click like. Sometimes I forget to. It's always good to remember, like, oh yeah, I like that channel. Make sure you click the like, you subscribe to it, and that will help you
More
get
beacon of
notifications if you click the bell as well. So jump on into those buttons. Oh, we got more questions now. Drew PH, do we have an AMA today? Yes, sir. We're wrapping it up.
Yeah. It's live right now. If you would like and subscribe for the YouTube, you would get notifications.
That's right.
I think we do need more coffee
Oh,
meta
he's
leaks,
listening. He's
but I don't
kidding.
think they're completely done with it.
Oh, man. I fell for it. You're famous now, Drew. Coffee meta leaks, O-Town is asking.
Yeah, that's
What type of information would you like?
crafts. Craft
I think we haven't really
requirements.
shared a ton of information. There will be a new building. There will be a new unit. We've got one new crop. Over the course of all the content so far, I think we've
Can we put milk in the coffee?
planned out,
Yes.
see, like 4 or 5 new crafts to all be a part of the coffee content. But
JMR, does the
more will
mistletoe
come, I'm
stack?
sure.
I
That's
believe it
just
does. Yeah.
what's ready for this round.
The discounts
Coffee
are
Yeah, we're in the
kinda
coffee
unfair.
arc.
The fact
Yeah.
that they're happening after they went on
The
sale.
coffee storyline.
I'm pretty excited to see it come into the game, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to sell, or hard to conceptualize what it'd be like to sell like a in real life wheat field toy or something. But coffee mugs, if we wanted to do that kind of merch, that would or swag, that would be really fun, easy.
I would love a Common Ground World coffee mug. I've got a Town Star one. I think didn't feel like we got them as a Christmas gift one year.
Ooh, I want one.
Too late. It already happened.
And we go to the craft store and get one of those $1,200 coffee mug printing devices. make my own. Okay, well, I think that about wraps it up. What do you guys think?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, I don't
Thanks
see any other
everybody for
questions,
joining
so.
us. Yeah, I don't see any others. Again, like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have an awesome weekend, everybody.
Yeah, have a great weekend, y'all.
Yep, Happy New Year.
I'm gonna take a look
Hi,
at
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's pause this. Put the music back up. You guys have any questions or want to talk about anything, let me know. But first, I'm going to take a look at the NFTs that went on sale. I don't have too many notes because, like, really, we already knew what the next meta was going to be. All of that information is already on their Discord. Oh, damn. I actually went down, rank 19. But I'm still top 25, so I'm good. 25 minutes to go. Oh, I asked, like buying cars in real life. So a couple people already saw my message, but let me see. Let me pull it up. All right, so I'm gonna try to have a talk with either Farmer Michelle or Bitbender about this because I do think it's unfair. I actually don't like this, but I responded to Farmer Michelle and said it makes me and a couple people regret buying these NFTs when they first go on sale, and we may reconsider doing so in the future since they might go on sale like 1 or 2 weeks after they already sold anyways. I think that they need to be discounted when they first go on sale, and then they'll be regular price a week later, and they'll stay that way for 6 months. If they can guarantee that, I think people won't be upset that the NFTs go back on sale 6 months later. Because if they go back on sale, they'll probably be about the same, maybe a little cheaper than what they were first sold for. It really does depend on the market, because if we go into a bullish market, I don't expect them to sell the NFTs cheaper than what they sold them for before. But like, it just rubs me wrong that they're gonna sell an NFT for $300 and then 2 weeks later it's gonna cost $240, just to give an example, right? But we're gonna take a look at the actual list of discounted stuff in a moment. No free lunch, short one. Hope we get a white paper in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I think we've been saying that for like a couple months now. No free lunch. I hope so too, of course. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was like a half an hour at AMA. Martin, don't do same as me. Fall outside. Oh, yeah, I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be in top 25. No free lunch. That's good competition again, Dub. I'm super happy with top 25. Me as well. Thank you. And yeah, we did good. We did great even. Rachel, totally agree. Makes me not want to buy any. Yeah. And I know they're gonna come out with the passive coffee bean stands next week probably. Yeah, absolutely. Let me find the picture. I will share it on my Discord in a moment too. Well, you guys can see it. All right. 20% or 30% off most of these. Mistletoe Arch, that went on sale like in October or November. Reduces the craft time of oak tree or oak wood in the oak tree crafts by what, 30%? I don't have that NFT, so honestly I don't even remember. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Let me show this, because I have a list of the new NFTs. I know I made it on the playbook. Where are you? Let's just make this bigger. Actually, okay. Zoom in all the way. There we go. Big letters. Okay. Little. Let's. Okay, yeah, that'll work. So Mistletoe Arch went on sale not even a month ago, actually. Yeah. 35% faster craft time, so it's going to be 30% off. If you don't have Hatchet hang, okay, well, here's the thing. If you like doing Oak Barrel Rush, it's a great NFT. That's about it. Like, if you don't do Oak Barrel Rush, I really wouldn't like say it's worth it or anything. First of all, like, none of this is going to be financial advice. You don't have to buy anything to actually win in these competitions, but it is going to help you out. It's going to help you be more competitive and help you rank higher. C Money says, did you watch ahead of the game yesterday? I actually did not. You know, maybe they did talk about these sales, but yeah, I actually didn't. Rich V followed by Green Tea Stand. I believe you. Next one's Table of Appreciation. 30% off, making it 175. I was looking at this NFT yesterday as well. I'm like, I wonder if it actually is used for anything. It released on Thanksgiving, I believe. Yeah, November 24th. So it lets you craft baguette, peanut noir, cheese, and pumpkin pie. Lets you craft them 20% faster, and it uses a little bit less resources. I thought it over, but I think it's not very good. If anything, the best use case for this NFT would be the cheese. That way you won't need to make mixing tents. But the positive thing about mixing tents is you can use the glistening mixer ghost card, and it's going to make cheese faster to craft anyways. But it basically cuts the milk you need in half for cheese. So table of appreciation using it for cheese is great. For everything else, it's it's very specific situation, I guess. Maybe if you're like making stack boxes, this NFT might be useful. But even with the discount, it's not that appealing. What do you guys think about that one? Because I don't really like the table of appreciation. Oh, they didn't talk about the sales seed money. Okay, yeah. I should probably go back and watch it though. They said they were going to talk about some leaks for Common Ground World. I just didn't check it out. Goldie is one of the best things on here. I know a couple people want Goldie, and at 30% off for 84 bucks, I think it might sell out. I don't want to say it's going to sell out and cause FOMO, but like out of all of these, I think Goldie might be the only one that could potentially sell out, because I know how useful it is for Gold Rush. And just like Green Forges sold out, I know there's a bunch of people with Green Forges now, and they probably want to pick up Goldie as well. Some people can't really have they want Goldie, but like since they have the Gala on Gala chain and you can only buy Goldie with Ethereum or Gala on Ethereum, they're having difficulty in purchasing it. So I do see the, you know, somebody's gonna buy a couple Goldies and probably resell them. I do see that happening. And Goldie is one that I would actually recommend people pick up. So there's that. That one went on sale a couple months ago. I guess it's fine if that one's on discount. I still think they should have waited longer. Some of these barely went on sale. It sucks. So Sylvester and Cooper came out at the same time Goldie did. Not very useful for the rush setups. They're just mostly useful in jewelry metas. So I'm neutral on those. I don't really think you... I don't think they're that worth it. Maybe I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me if you think otherwise. Monumental Snowman, I know that just came out, so 20% off, 280 bucks. Just came out like 3 weeks ago. 40% craft time reduction for Satisfactories and Local Creation Lab. I think this is only going to be useful like during Christmas, during the Christmas metas. And it doesn't seem like we're going to be doing Christmas metas again anytime soon. For somebody that might be doing snow globes, like during an Anything Goes competition, like I might have the opportunity to do that. It might actually be useful to me. But like, it doesn't seem that appealing to me. Gingerbread House, I have 2 of these. And now they're going on sale, 20% off, so they'll be 200 each. I actually like this NFT because it's like a small passive peppermint stand and it makes the candy shops faster, worth a lot of the Pop Shop NFTs if you have them. I actually think it's a useful NFT to have, but not one for like low NFT or mid NFT players. It's just, I think it's more of a high budget NFT because you're not going to use it very often unless you like doing Candy Cane Rush. Yeah, if somebody out there loves doing Candy Cane Rush and they don't have passive peppermint already, then I would recommend the Gingerbread House for sure. But that's about the only scenario I would recommend it for. And that one came out on the 8th of December. So very, very recent. Next is Pilgrim Turkey statue. I don't have that one, but I did consider getting it. 20% off, so 240 bucks. That came out November 23rd. Actually, that one came out in Thanksgiving. Table of Appreciation came out on Black Friday. I remember now. It's a good NFT if you don't already have feedbots. If you have feedbots, it sucks that the Pilgrim Turkey statue doesn't do anything for the feedbots. Yeah, if you have no feedbots at all, then the NFT is pretty good. It's general use case. Anytime you need ATVs, this NFT is going to come in handy. It's going to save you space. Chocolate Fountain, 20% off, so it's going to be 240. I bought 2 of those. And compared to some of the other ones, that one's pretty expensive. Gives 2 passive cocoa, went on sale on November 13th. Almost 2 months ago, not even yet. And it also makes the chocolate shops faster. Not an NFT I would recommend people to get, but I do think chocolate is going to have a lot of use cases in the future. It might even have a use case with the coffee production chain coming up. If there's some kind of mocha related drink like that uses cocoa or chocolate, then I do think it'll be relevant. But I would, if I had to pick, I would pick the gingerbread house over the chocolate fountain. But then again, like I just said, gingerbread house is mostly only going to help you if you like doing candy cane rush. Homeboy Gaming, what's up? He says, hey Dub, congrats on the super strong finish. Thank you. I'm late to the party, hope I haven't missed something important. They didn't really announce new stuff during the town hall, but they did announce they're going to do a sale on NFTs that basically just released like 1 or 2 months ago. Some of these even like a week or 2 weeks ago. So I am talking about that right now, going over these NFTs. What do I think about them? I don't know if I'll do a proper video on them. Like lately, I've just been talking about it on the stream. I know not everybody actually watches these streams. We'll see. Maybe I'll make a video on these. But I'm also gonna talk with Farmer Michelle because like I don't know what they're thinking other than maybe they need quick money, like No Free Lunch said. Spooky Wheel of Nightmares and Spooky Ghost Tracks. One of these just went on sale during Black Friday, right? Or the week of Christmas, actually. I think it was Wheel of Nightmares that went on sale. Oh, but it was 30% off and now it's 20% off. Anyways, both of these are going to be 20% off now. $112 for Wheel of Nightmares, $176 for Spooky Ghost Tracks. So, like, I'm using the NFTs, right? Let me go back to the game. These we got for free if you qualified, but like I'm using Wheel of Nightmares, gives 3 passive corn, which is useless here. And the other one is here, Spooky Ghost Tracks. It makes, what does it do again? I don't even remember. It makes something faster. It makes the candy shop and chocolate shop workers move faster. And craft faster. Sorry, it just makes them craft faster. Okay. I don't know this NFT very well. I should say that even though I have the Spooky Wheel of Nightmares and Spooky Ghost Tracks, I'm actually borrowing those. Those 2 NFTs are not mine. After using them for like 2 metas, I think they are helpful for very specific situations. Those situations involve like the recent M metas that have come out, right? We're using fabric plants and we are using beekeepers and beehives, so they're actually helpful there. One of the metas we used chocolate shop, so it would have been helpful there, but I wasn't using it at the time. So for those very specific metas, it does help out. I just don't like that they waste 4 spaces. You know, you would want to have all 4 down in order to get the additional movement speed bonuses to those workers. I don't think they're a great NFT, but they're okay. Yeah, they're an okay NFT. That's my opinion on them. Homeboy hanging loosely at top 50. I hope you make it, homeboy. I'm not sure exactly where you're at. Oh, you're at 45. I think you'll be fine. We got 10 minutes to go. Yeah, I would imagine you're okay. Ives, place those other 2 spooky items and get more bonus. Yeah, you would want to place all 4 of them down. If you don't already have the Spooky House of Laughs and Spooky Go Round, then like, you should probably get those first if you are considering trying to get the full set, you know, just in case. But yeah, out of all those NFTs that are going on sale, Goldie is the one that's the most attractive in my opinion. Let's see, did they ever, does anybody ever respond to me on Discord? Let me check. No, they didn't. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. If I get any update on that conversation, I'll let you guys know. But I don't think they'll actually say anything. No free lunch. Chocolate fountain would help me and can be used in a couple of meta. I have a turkey statue. Only saved one space last week. Need a big milk meta. I agree. We need a big milk meta. I would like to see that. Especially since I picked up Nourish Vines to help me with that. No free lunch says your milk setup will be good. Can't wait to see it for sure. That's why I said I'm considering doing fancy cakes. I'm gonna try to practice that. We'll see. Speaking of which, since the next competition is anything goes, would you guys like to see a build showcase for something specific? I know some people are gonna say stack boxes. I hate stack boxes. I can try. And keep in mind, if I do stack boxes, I'm probably not going to have a video out until a couple hours before the competition starts. Unless I do a build that's not that good. But I don't know. I try to do good on those build showcases. I think you can agree the Boom Canes build showcase I shared was a good one. I think it was a good one. I'm proud of that one. It's just stack boxes take a long time. Unless I do something very similar to what I did on the last time I did stack boxes. Other than that, I could do salmon and giri. It's also time consuming, but not as much as stack boxes, I think. Michael M, what would you be making on the next competition? I'm considering fancy cakes. I might take a look at snow globes because, well, with the right NFTs, it seems like snow globes might make a good amount of stars per hour. But like these are really expensive NFTs, like corrupted sets. Bakari, I'm finishing around 146, so solidly in the top 225. That's right. Nice. Martin, they don't really react to negative. Yeah, I know. I get that. Rich V Icebox. Yeah, I still don't know how competitive Icebox are, but like I know that people have made them before and they did well. But I think Rich V is suggesting I do a full Ice Block build. You know what, Rich V? That might actually be fun. I might actually consider doing a full Ice Block build. I don't know if it's gonna be like a top 900 build, but like I would imagine it would still get you top 1200. It's gonna take some people like more than a day to build it. You realize that, but it might be interesting. It might actually be fun to do that. So I will consider it. What do you guys think? A full Ice Block build just for the heck of it? What do you guys think about that? No free lunch. I like stack boxes because no one build is the same. That's true. Builds are usually different. I mean, we're getting a desert biome. It's going to have an oil seep. People are going to try to do their gas production around the oil seep. Because I keep in mind, like, this is for a no NFT build that I'm talking about. So the builds kind of look the same when there's like an ocean, a river, a mountain, and an oil seep involved. They have almost the same structure. But when you're dealing with people with NFTs, yeah, they'll look different for sure. Ari tries new things. Hello. Hey, I noticed you don't have a refinery. How are you making gas? As Martin said, I have a dragon, so I don't need to make gas. The dragon lets me sell 25 items at a time. No gas required. Which is great. It saves me a good amount of space, not having to deal with gasoline production. The only downside is that I need more storage, but like I also have some storage NFTs to help me with that, so it's not a big deal. Dragon is one of the best NFTs to have. but I would not consider it low budget NFT. No to stack boxes, Rachel. Yeah, it's an insane idea, says Tsubuka. I agree. Rich V says careful of what? JMR Dubsite, can you verify that you see me, Guillermo Dub, in position 44, please? For sure, I can check that. I see coordinator there. Oh, Guillermo, I see you on 52. Are you able to reload your town and fast forward real quick? I mean, I don't know. We got 4 minutes in the competition, man. I hope you're able to oh, never mind. I see you on 44. Sorry for sorry for that. You're at 44 now. I guess my leaderboard was still refreshing. You're good. You made it. I guess you were fast forwarding your town real quick, huh? Dragon Magic, that's right. Bakari, I think I'll do total jam build next week. I hate anything goes with constantly changing permanent values. Yeah. Hey, Bakari, if I wanted to be lazy, I would just redo the snow globe build that I did a few weeks ago. Because I know that would get me probably top 25 just doing that. I wouldn't even have to think about it. I probably won't have to practice because the biome setup is almost the exact same. Just do that, I would get top 25 easily. But like, I still want to give Fancy Cakes a shot, so I'm going to try to practice that today. And if I do a no NFT build, I will work on that tomorrow. And at the moment, I'm still thinking on what to do. Maybe ice blocks, we'll see. Because like I've said before, I don't like doing stack boxes. And sushi boats, I've felt like I've done that 4 or 5 times, but I know people said salmon nigiri is the way to go now, not sushi boats, because of the craft changes and point changes. I've done salmon nigiri like at least 2 or 3 times for sure. Homo Gaming, I would do a mix of so many things, salmon nigiri, wine bottles, and so on. I'm not doing the struts boxes. Yeah, I'll try not to do those stack boxes. Yeah, no problem, JMR. I mean, I hope you make it in top 50, right? You should be good. Arco Beleno, hello. 1 hour late, still top 225 this competition. All right, as long as you didn't like lose your where you were supposed to get. You know, if you were supposed to get top 225, then that's good. Tabuka freaking fish, maybe I go cakes. It's been a while since we done cakes, it feels like. Alright, competition's ending in a minute. It seems like I made rank 20, so I'll make top 25. My prediction was wrong. What did I even predict? I thought I was going to get between like 10 and 15. I know I wasn't going to get top 10. I think I was thinking between 11 and 15, but either way, top 25, I'll take it. Top 10 was definitely over 200 per hour on the boom canes. Benji, hello, salmon nigiri. Are you excited for that? I don't have fishing NFTs, so like fishing is just one of the things I'm not gonna get into. Like, you can't get into every production chain. You probably shouldn't unless you're a whale. And I have NFTs for just about every production chain except fishing. I think on fishing related metas, those are going to be the ones that if I absolutely have to do them, obviously I will do them, but I'm not going to aim as high, you know. Hey KC, let's do snow globe sub. Are you saying I should do snow globes for my personal build, or you want to know NFT snow globe build? Oh yeah, that wouldn't make sense. No NFT snow globe is probably not a good idea. But if you're saying for my personal build, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna try to do fancy cakes. If I'm not happy with my production rates, then I'll just do snow globes. Because I know that'll work. Good game, everyone. Congrats on top 25. Thank you, Rich. I can do a poll on my Discord. Whether you guys want me to do a no NFT ice block build, because I think that would be fun. Or salmon nigiri, even though I've done that three times. At least 3 times, as far as I can remember. Benji, I'm not excited, but I know the build already. Don't need to practice anymore, just adopt new changes. Yeah, it's like... we pretty much already done it before, right? If you've done salmon nigiri in the past couple of anything goes competitions. AKC, no, I mean we, you, and me do stuff. Okay, alright. We'll see, maybe. Let me load this thing up. I think I got on here like a day ago. Shouldn't take too long. Perps, no NFT ice block would be really fun. I think so, just because I've never done it. I know a few people have done it, and I wonder how competitive it actually is. Okay, it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to fast forward this, so we'll see. BX Alejandro, hello. Did your build, but only got 20. You mean the no NFC boom canes build? Is that what you're talking about? And you only got 20 boom canes per hour? I mean, I can't say I know why. But like, did you diagnose the issue? Did you find out why you were only making 20 per hour? No problem, C-Money. See you later. See you later. No free lunch. Only 2 likes. I don't even know. I don't even tell people to like the stream. It's fine. Like the videos. Like the stream if you want to. Looked a good race though. But yeah, V Postman was trying to pass me in the competition. I guess he never did. I think I still won, right? Wait. It looks like LV did pass me. Oh, nice. In Espanol, hello. Farmer's Commander Dubs build can do 48 per hour. With no adjustments, it does 45 per hour, for sure. With a couple adjustments, was it Farmer's Commander that said that 48 per hour? I know, yeah, somebody adjusted it a little and got to 49 per hour, something like that. I thought it was already doing great. Gala Gaming, hello. Your no NFT build was doing like 45 plus, so no way it was 20, except if mass producing and not auto selling mass produced items. Yeah, it's a big discrepancy, so I don't really understand why I was doing 20 for BX Alejandro. There definitely has to have been some kind of issue there. And I mean, when that happens, you have to know how to fix it. Like that's part of the game. It's not just copying a build. You have to know how to fix any issues and then improve upon that build if possible. Because if everybody just happens to copy the same build, you're not going to be as competitive. The people who know the game better will do better. And that's usually the people who spend more time playing and practicing. Tabuka, huh? I was in top 400. Were you really? That sounds very good. Do you usually get top 400, Tabuka? Martin, with my NFT, it did 51.5. Nice. But even you didn't get top 400, Martin, but you were close. I know that you lose some time because you pretty much go to sleep while you do your cash rush. And then when you have time to get back on, I know that's when you work on the build again. So that's understandable. Farmer's Commander just removed 1 salt. You removed the salt field and the production rate went up? Is that what you're talking about? Because I don't know what you're talking about there, Farmer's Commander. Arbeus, hello, congrats, thank you. And good night. Tibuca, now I've been there for about 2 months. Awesome. I'm waiting for this to load. Let me check the announcements real quick. I mean, all the leaks are on this. Alright, I'm gonna set up a poll on my Discord. What no NFT build showcase would you like to see for this next competition? 2 options so far. Either ice blocks. Is there an ice block emoji? There is. Ice cube. Or I'm an Ingiri. I think I don't even want to pull people who want a stack box build. It's almost done. Fast forwarding. Martin, seeing your help, seeing you learn a bit, but a few days build is great, else I get bored. Yeah. Martin, it's just like you, some builds you're within 25 easy and some you struggle to get there. For sure. I was pretty sure I was gonna get top 25 on this one though. Especially with the NFCs I borrowed. Otherwise, if I wouldn't have had the Beacon of Light, probably top 50. Tibuca is mind-blowing because I bought Rare Refinery and I have a truck, Miranda skins, and I'm also ghost cards, and in top 400 almost 2 months. I mean, those are like the best NFTs pretty much. So yeah, they help out a lot. You don't have any passive crude oil, but like that would be another one I would consider. Martin, about 5 boat builds, and almost all have different per hour. You mean the ones I've shared? Or you mean ones you've done? I should take a look at that. Let me see. Well, first I want to do this announcement. Alright, so I'll run the poll on my Discord because most of the people are there. It's easier to get an answer I'm going to ask people, do they want an ice block build showcase or a salmon nigiri build showcase? Either react with an ice block or a salmon, and we'll see. I kind of do want to do ice block build showcase though. It might not be as competitive as the salmon nigiri, but it's different. It's unique. I know a couple people have done it and they've done well. It's probably going to be very expensive though. Just keep that in mind. Way more expensive than the salmon nigiri build. Ibuka, I don't know which to buy, first water or haunted. If I had to pick between those two, I would pick the haunted ones. That's just me personally. Yeah, yours, that's why I checked. Did not understand why, but things in there gives me an idea what to look for. That's good. As long as it gives you an idea to help you out with your design. If you decide to go for, you know, sushi boats or salmon nigiri. Linda says salmon, all right. Sushi boats. See how many sushi boat related videos I have. Sushi boat build showcase 4. That one. That one. The No Ocean Sushi Boat Build Showcase. They're not really that useful anymore though. Just keep in mind that the craft requirements changed, so you can't even copy those. If you copy those for some reason, it's just not gonna work as well. It's not gonna work because the craft requirements are different. Same thing goes for salmon nigiri. I know I've done some of those. But yeah, it's the craft requirements changed. It's been 9 months? Oh no, I did one 4 months ago. That was a no nuke one. Okay. Then there's the upgraded salmon nigiri one. Okay, I did 3 salmon nigiri builds. Yeah, it's just the craft requirements are different now. Farmers Commander, your last salmon nigiri build rate 3 to 1. And they won't do that anymore, I'm pretty sure. Juxie's Townstar playbook's not updated, right? Not with the new cash values. No, not yet. Or yeah, not with the new point values either. I'll have it updated and like I could do it now easily. There's no new items, it's just changing points. Yeah, I've never done ice block build, so I do think it would be fun. Whereas I've done the other ones plenty of times. No, it might not be that competitive, but like part of the game is having fun, right? I do know people want to see like a competitive design as well. Some people were saying the Townstar playbook is more updated than the official document on their Discord, which is so funny. The price of the seaweed stand will increase. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Rachel, mountain in the biome will not help my sushi meta. Usually dislike mountains. Bad for Jam Rush too. That's true. Yeah, the shade kind of screws you over there. Drixie's, so the go-to now is nigiri. It seems that way. I haven't like personally tested anything, but like other people that have done the math seem to say salmon nigiri is the way to go. These are 4 changes. Ceramic bowls is a bit interesting. Pretty big cash boost, and there's a good amount of people that can do passive ceramic bowls. Actually, I take that back. You would have to have passive energy also. There's a few people that can do ceramic bowls. Just a few. Like right from the start. Chocolate bars also got a cash boost. I was thinking with the right NFTs, you could do a chocolate bar rush. Might be viable, but it would be very expensive. Probably more expensive than Jam Rush. So Jam Rush would still be better. That's weird. The value they have for chocolate pies is not what I have here. Either mine was wrong or theirs was wrong. They made the few people who do dough rush a little more happier. Eggs also got a boost. Does anybody here do an egg rush? Like I rarely ever hear people do that. I know I used to do it. It's just so hard to compete with Gold Rush nowadays. But before gold was a thing, some people did eggs, but most people did wool. Wool was the best way to go. Since eggs got a bit of a cash boost, they might be very similar to wool now. Farmer's Commander, full ice block build, need about 250 million cash to build. Yikes! That's a lot. Rachel, salmon nigiri better than sushi boats now. It seems like that because of the salmon's harder to make. But it seems like salmon nigiri is going to be better. Like if you try making sushi boats, you're not going to get as much as you used to be able to. Martin egg, but they are worth almost. But they're easy to make. Wiggleman, do you have vids for Common Ground mode starter guide? Not really, because if I were to make a video on Common Ground mode, first of all, I'd have to do it on another account. That way I don't have to reset my own. And second of all, it would be kind of boring, to be honest, because all I could really tell you to do is probably make eggs or milk or something simple. And it would take a long time before you got to something like cake production, which would make you more money. It would be a video that would take a long time to make, first of all, because of all that process. It's just very slow. Common Ground mode doesn't really have much going for it, if anything, really. Not until they updated it and add challenges to it or something. For the time being, yeah, you could just sell flour, sugar, milk, whatever you want there, slowly gather up cash to clear up the tiles. But we don't really know why we're even clearing up those tiles in the first place. Bugari, I did wool rush before jam, milk, ice cream. Ice. Okay, we don't have ice cream yet. Martin, I saw Lycan do a feed rush. Maybe big boats were racing. Feed rush is viable if the trade time is like 5 or 10 seconds. And you have an oil seep. Or if you have a dragon and the trade time is less than 20 seconds. Usually it's not viable. It's just not. Unless you have multiple dragons. But yeah, it's feed rush is very specific situation, and you also want to have a wheat stand. And probably feed bots. It's not an easy one to do. Like, yeah, it's not as easy as you think. So, enchanted objects got a boost in cash. Fish chum got a boost in cash, which makes sense because they made it harder to craft anyways. I have no idea who's gonna do food parcels for cash. Nobody, I'm pretty sure. I can't type. Blue got a cash boost after a bunch of people complained that it was worth less than honey and honeycomb, which... Is it worth less now? Yeah. It's worth more now than honey and honeycomb combined. Actually, honeycomb sells for crap. 1,000? That's bad. Jack-o'-lantern. They probably made Jack-o'-lantern cash positive, so that's good. Need dragon for feed. Preferably, yeah. Martin, I don't know why he did, but it went fast while it's not worth much. Yeah, you need to sell a lot of it very fast. Farmers Commander says, Dub, I think it will help us more if you can let us know what NFT will help the builds on your videos. That's a good point. I've talked about that a little bit on some of my build showcases, but I usually don't talk too much about the NFTs. Although I can. I don't want to discourage people that don't have any NFTs and think, oh, well, you need to have NFTs to be competitive or something. No, that's not the case. But yeah, I can talk more about the NFTs that would help in those specific build showcases or even the competition before I make the video. Wiggleman, I think you did rewind the vid, bro. Yeah, I talked a little bit about it on the previous 1 or 2 videos for the competitions, but I didn't do that very often beforehand. I may start doing that more often now. Light sells for a good amount, but it would still be better to do wine bottle rush. If you have the corrupted mineral sends, I mean. $410K. Lobster class is an interesting one that I haven't really experimented with. 28,000 each. Silver jump ring, copper jump ring. I think it would be difficult to set up though. Just 1 or 2, but not in the big deal. Yeah. I mean, if I were to talk about them in every video, I would always have to mention Miranda skins, enchanted objects, sorry, enchanted ornaments, and enchanted fireworks. Because those are the best ones. Rocking Horse is cash positive now. Worms, they quadrupled the amount of cash Worms gives you for some reason. And wool yarn. They made it make a little bit more sense. Because everybody knew you'd make more cash selling the wool individually than from selling wool yarn. You're still better off selling wool individually though. Well, yeah, because the fabric plant's so expensive. Somebody mentioned a typo on one of these, but I think that's Gala Games typo. That's not my typo. Let me check. The full ice block build without NFT makes about 300,000 stars. Does it now? Okay. That seems pretty good, but you said it was 250 million cash to build, which is a lot. It would take a no NFT player more than 24 hours to get all that money, I would think. It might be more appealing to do if you have the enchanted ornaments. Yeah, it takes way too long to get the cash to build it. That's right. Okay. Well, if people vote for it, I'm still gonna do it because I think it would be interesting to do. And I'll give the poll like until the end of today before I decide. Like, I'm actually gonna try to practice my personal build first, and then I'll probably get started on the no NFT build tomorrow. And yeah, if people want me to do a nice build showcase, I'll do it. I think it's interesting. It might not be the best thing to do, but you know, just for the fun of it. The Goldie NFT does have a typo. Description has a typo. It should say Goldie also has combo effects. Gala Games does not revise the description of their NFTs. And in case some of you didn't know, the description on the enchanted ornaments, the descriptions are probably wrong. So they are wrong. So like, let me look at one of these. Some of them are wrong, not all of them. Give you an example of what I mean. If you already have enchanted ornaments, I'm pretty sure you already know this. And I don't think they can fix them. Did they actually fix them, or can I not find it? Oh, here it is. So like Enchanted Ornament 5, it is supposed to reduce the building cash cost by 9%, but if you check OpenSea or check the official description of the NFT, it says it will increase your unit movement speed. It doesn't actually do that. The description is wrong, and the description is wrong on like 2 of the other ornaments. I forget which ones. But yeah, that's just something they never fixed, and I don't think they can fix. But I do get a couple people who ask me about that. That's why on the playbook right here, I have pretty much the correct description. They fixed the ATV bug. They've not mentioned the ATV bug, Benji, so I have no idea if they fixed it. I don't think so. Where's the poll? It's on the Discord, on the announcements channel I have. On my Discord, on my announcements. You know, I usually post like a summary of the town hall, but they didn't really talk about a whole lot this time. So you react with an ice block emoji if you want me to do an ice build showcase, or react with the salmon if you want me to do salmon nigiri build showcase. I'll do one of those two. Not gonna do stack box. Sorry guys. Might be the best choice, but I don't want to do stack box. Not until it's a stack box build showcase. When there's actually a stack box build showcase, I will do, sorry, a stack box meta, competition meta, then I will do the build showcase for it. Benji, I'm tempted to do a fancy cake because of the fountains. I guess it'll be more stars per hour, but I'm scared of eggs. Yeah, that's why I like the idea of fancy cakes, because if you have the right NFTs, like passive strawberries, passive cocoa, it'll help a lot. There's a lot of things involved: milk, eggs, sugar. Sugar is what scares me. Why are you scared about the eggs, Benji? You think you need a lot of eggs for the cakes that you need to make, or what? Farmer's Commander, I do tons about Tubbs playbook to get info the way I want. Yeah, I didn't exactly understand that, but yeah. Those 6 slots, you just finished work. Did we find out what the next meta will be? The next competition meta will be anything goes, so everything's standard value. We are talking about what we could potentially make. People seem to say salmon nigiri is the most competitive choice. Stack box is also a very competitive choice if you can manage to make it. If you're gonna need to spend a good amount of time practicing stack box if you're actually considering doing that, and you're gonna get a headache trying to even practice that. We're also talking about ice blocks because it gives a good amount of points. It just takes forever to make. Did they know there is a bug though? They know there's bugs. I don't know if they know about the ATV bug. Benji, yes they know. They get weekly, at least 3 to 4 complaints. The ATV getting stuck in Throff, yeah. Yeah, I would imagine they know. How many tiles can I clear here? 2? 2 tiles? I'm not gonna bother though. Not right now. Not right now. You know, I have considered, like, what if one day I spend the whole day streaming, working on the no NFT build? Of course, as some of you know, I do use my NFTs to get the cash to work and move buildings around, right? But at the very end, I will test it without any NFT, so it actually is a no NFT build showcase. But like, I could stream that, but just keep in mind, It would be a long stream. Takes many hours. Sometimes I won't even be on the computer. I'll go take a break, come back. It'll probably won't be that fun because yeah, most of the time I'll be waiting on cache anyways, or coming up with a design on the visualizer. But it'll be an interesting experience. I would still make a build showcase video. I don't know how many people would watch it because I pretty much, if I do the stream, you're already gonna see the build right away. But it's an idea I've considered. It would be a long stream, that's the thing. AKC, if you do fancy case, what rate are you targeting? 50 per hour? I would need to do 70 to 80 fancy cakes per hour, which is insane. I don't even know if that's possible, but that's the rate I would be targeting, AKC. Wiggleman, my results, 700, not really good, but better than the last one. Thanks for the build up. No problem. Good to hear. Benji, I don't know sugar, how much space we'll need, but yes, I think if it is 50 per hour, is better than 70 theory. 50 per hour already sounds pretty crazy, right? I wouldn't want 70 or 80 per hour because I know if I do snow globes, I could get as many points as close to 70 fancy cakes per hour. So if I can't even beat 70 fancy cakes per hour, I'd be better off personally doing snow globes. So yeah, I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna try it out. That's something I'm gonna try to practice today. Not gonna spend more than a day trying to do fancy cakes. If I see that it's not possible to do more than 70 fancy cakes per hour, I'm just not gonna do fancy cakes. And I would need to borrow the beacon of light for that. And even then, I still don't even know if it's possible, right? No idea. Arco Baleno, do subgrid, you can place more warehouses. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it would be better if I do subgrid on here. Like, especially here, right? I just never bothered. You're right, though. I could completely get rid of all this, redo it, subgrid, bunch of warehouses, and I would be better off. You are right. I'm not going to do it right now, but maybe next time. Maybe. I need to plan it out on the visualizer if I can. It's not that hard. Like, I already have the wood for it, right? Delete these, move stuff around. Yeah, it's not that hard. So yeah, maybe next time. I'm not too worried about my dub bottle farm right here in the common ground mode. As long as I just keep checking in on it and slowly collecting cash. Maybe hours watching, no, but after I would check some things to understand your process. Yeah, that's the thing. I understand if I do that long stream, work on the no NFC build like the whole way, whoever decides to watch it would probably learn like a good amount of stuff they didn't learn before, possibly if they're new. It would just be very long. So not many people would watch the whole thing. Benji, yes, that, but you usually do sushi bottles, so you call it, yeah. You mix, but only some nigiri I think will be like 600 per hour. Yeah, true. It's because I do the wine bottles because that's the lazy way to do it. I don't have to do a full wine bottle. I don't have to do a full 7-degree build. You can just do part wine bottles because I already know it gives me a bunch of stars. Herbs, can the visualizer do subgrade? If you're talking about crypto dudes like in Warlord Guild's visualizer, no, it cannot do subgrade. I know that's something he's working on. I believe the private visualizer that Gem Guild has can do the subgrid. But like I said, that one is private. I think you need to be part of the Gem Guild to actually do that one. B-Rob, what's up? You overslept? Ooh, good thing my town was running. Oh yeah, that's good, B-Rob. Good thing you didn't get disconnected, because I know some people did. Wiggleman, have a good night. Farmer's Commander, why fancy cake, not decorated cake? I like fancy cake more personally because it would be easier for me to do passive strawberries because of the Valentine stand, and also passive cocoa because of the chocolate fountains. Fancy cakes uses a little bit more milk because it needs more chocolates than decorated cakes. but it uses a little less sugar. And I think it's harder to get sugar than it is milk. Obviously, it depends on what NFTs you have. But for me, I think fancy cakes would be easier. Also, the craft time for fancy cakes is shorter than it is for decorated cakes. Oh yeah, I forgot the craft times here are freaking insane. But fancy cake is half the craft time of decorated cake as well. Yeah, I can show you on Crypto Dude's calculator. See, fancy cake needs 15 milk, 18 sugar. Decorated cake needs 13 milk, so 2 less milk, but 20 sugar. That's 2 more sugar. You're also going to need a way to have passive energy for all of the candy shops, because the candy shops need 5 passive energy. So that more than likely requires more space for power plants or more space for nuclear power. So it's a bit harder to set up, in my opinion. It really depends on what NFTs you have, but I like fancy cakes more than decorated cakes, and they should be the same amount of stars now. I can't even find it anymore. Ah, whatever. Hey Luvena, nice to see you. I'm still streaming. I'm about to get off in a couple minutes. I was just checking multiple things here. I went ahead and updated the Town Star playbook as well. I mean, I have time to spare right now, but I'm gonna stop and get something to eat, and then I'm gonna try to practice fancy cake design for myself. It's not what I'm gonna share. And then I'm gonna decide if I want to do fancy cakes or snow globes for the next competition. Luvena says Boom Canes ended at 402. Better luck next time. Ah, you were so close. Yeah. Benji, fancy cake and decorated cake, about the same. Difference is NFTs. Exactly. Fancy cake is better for me because of fountains. Decorated because of ginger house. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I also had the gingerbread houses, so that would help me with the decorated cakes. But I still think fancy cakes would be better because they need less sugar. And I have more milk. Yeah, Benji knows. My milk production, not a problem. The problem is the sugar production. Even with the beacon of light, I think it would still be hard to get all that sugar. I might be wrong, but I think it would still be hard. And then the salt. The salt's something else. Well, nice to hang out with you all. Anybody have any last minute questions? If not, I'm gonna head out. By the end of today, I'll post it on my Discord whether I'm going to try to do ice build, no NFT ice build, or no NFT 70 Yuri, just so you guys know. Whichever one gets more votes, I will do that. I'm fine with either. No problem, Ivis. Nice to see you. I sold everything I could. Another day at the wine bottle farm completes. Dub's bottle farm. They've been doing a pretty good job at getting the updates out quickly, so hopefully they continue with that. No stack boxes, Benji. Heck no. Not until that's the meta. Which I think it's gonna happen once a year. I think every May Mayhem, I just believe that they're gonna throw in a stack box build because they know that it's the most difficult thing to make. But we'll see. Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out, watching. As always, thank you for the supports. I will see you later. Have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.